Freeze. Welcome back. You know who it is. You know what time it is. Yep, it's me. It's that positive guy back on the slide. No reason to ask why. Back in time with yet another pristine, fine, and genuine new video. Brother Henry Hank Soul Conscious, number 4400. Welcome back to the network or networks, everyone. We're continuing Volume 1, Part 3 of Tung Tzu's The Art of War. It's my honor to have you all back. Peace and blessings to all walks of life. Peace and blessings to every man, woman, and child. You already know you can go to the About the Discussion pages to get the URLs to subscribe to both my main channels, as well as the info to follow me on all the social platforms. Please remember to make a note of it in case, pardon me, in case something ever happens and my channel's unfairly flagged, pulled down, or deleted. You can still keep in touch with me. I'm always a comment or email away. You can make a note of it, lowercase ggnewtime at hotmail.com, lowercase henrythehardworker at gmail.com, or lowercase Henry or Hank Alpha Male 4400 at gmail.com. Continuing where we left off at Section 2, Waging War, approximately about point number 3 to 4, maybe, or a little after. Continuing at point number 3. Again, if the campaign is protracted, the resources of the state will not equal the strain. 4. Now, when your weapons are dulled, your ardor damped, your strength exhausted, and your treasure spent, other chieftains will spring up to take advantage of your extremity. Then no man, however wise, will be able to avert the consequences that must ensue. 5. Thus, though we have heard of stupid haste in war, cleverness has never been associated with long delays. 6. There is no instance of a country having benefited from prolonged warfare. 7. It is only one who is thoroughly acquainted with the evils of war that can thoroughly understand the profitable way of carrying it on. 8. The skillful soldier does not raise a second levy, neither are his supply wagons loaded more than twice. 9. Bring war material with you from home, but forage on the enemy. Thus the army will have food enough for his needs. 10. Poverty of the state causes an army to be maintained by contributions from a distance. Contributing to maintain an army at a distance causes the people to be impoverished. 11. On the other hand, the proximity of an army causes prices to go up, and high prices cause the people's substance to be drained away. 12. When their substance is drained away, the peasantry will be afflicted by heavy exactions. Points 13 and 14, which are combined with this loss of substance and exhaustion of strength, the homes of people will be stripped bare, and 3/10 of their income will be dissipated, while government expenses for broken chariots, worn-out horses, breastplates and helmets, bows, arrows, and spears and shields, protective mantles, drought oxen, and heavy wagons will amount to 4/10 of its total revenue. 15. Hence a wise general makes a point of foraging on the enemy. 1 cartload of the enemy's provisions is equivalent to 20 of one's own, and likewise a single pickle of his provender is equivalent to 20 from one's own store. Point 16. Now, in order to kill the enemy, our men must be roused to anger, that there may be advantage from defeating the enemy. They must have their reward. 17. Therefore, in chariot fighting, when 10 or more chariots have been taken, those should be rewarded who took the first. Our own flag should be substituted for those of the enemy, and the chariots mingled and used in conjunction with ours. The captured shoulders should be kindly treated and kept. This is called using the conquered foe to augment one's own strength. In war, point 19, in war, then let your great object be victory, not lengthy campaigns. Point 20. Thus it may be known that the leader of armies is the arbiter of the people's fate, the man on whom it depends whether the nation shall be in peace or peril. Beginning now at part 3, attack by stratagem. Part 1 of that, or point 1. Sun Tzu said, In the practical art of war, the best thing of all is to make the enemy's country whole and intact. To shatter and destroy it is not so good. So too, it is better to recapture an army entire than to destroy it. To capture a regiment, a detachment, or a company entire than to destroy them too. Hence, to fight and conquer in all your battles is not supreme excellence. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. Point 3, thus the highest form of generalship is to balk the enemy's plans. The next best is to prevent the junction of the enemy's forces. The next in order is to attack the enemy's army in the field. And the worst policy of all is to besiege walled cities. Point 4, the rule is not to besiege walled cities if it can possibly be avoided. The preparation of mantlets, movable shelters, and various implements of war will take up 3 whole months, and the piling up of mounds over against the walls will take 3 months more. Point 5, the general, unable to control his irritation, will launch his men to the assault like swarming ants, with the result that 1/3 of his men are slain while the town still remains untaken. Such are the disastrous effects of a siege. Point 6, therefore the skillful leader subdues the enemy's troops without any fighting. He captures their cities without laying siege to them. He overthrows their kingdom without lengthy operations in the field. Point 7, with his forces intact, he will dispute the mastery of empire, and thus without losing a man, his triumph will be complete. This is the method of attacking by stratagem. Point 8, it is the rule in war, if our forces are 10 to the enemy's 1, to surround him, if 5 to 1, to attack him, if twice as numerous, to divide our army into 2. Point 9, if equally matched, we can offer battle. If slightly inferior in number, we can avoid the enemy. If quite unequal in every way, we can flee from him. Point 10, hence, though an obstinate fight may be made by a small force, in the end, it must be captured by the larger force. Point 11, now the general is a bulwark of the state. If the bulwark is complete at all points, the state will be strong. If the bulwark is defective, the state will be weak. Point 12, there are 3 ways in which a ruler can bring misfortune upon his army. Point 13, by commanding the army to advance or retreat, being ignorant of the fact that it cannot obey. This is called hobbling the army. Point 14, by attempting to govern an army in the same way as it ministers a kingdom, being ignorant of being without discrimination, though through ignorance, of the military principle of adaptation to circumstances. This shakes the confidence of the soldiers. Point 16, but when the army is restless and distrustful, trouble is sure to come from the other feudal princes. This is simply bringing anarchy into the army and flinging victory away. Point 17, thus we may know that there are 5 essentials for victory. He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. He will win who knows how to handle both superior and inferior forces. He will win whose army is animated by the same spirit throughout all its ranks. He will win who prepared himself waits to take the enemy unprepared. He will win who has military capacity and is not interfered with by the sovereign. Point 18. Hence the saying, if you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. Beginning of section 4, tactical dispositions. Sun Tzu said, the good fighters of old first put themselves beyond the possibility of defeat and then waited for an opportunity of defeating the enemy. Point 2 of part 4, to secure ourselves against defeat lies in our own hands, but the opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy of himself. Part 3 of part 4, point 3, pardon me. Thus, the good fighter is able to secure himself against defeat, but cannot make certain of defeating the enemy. Point 4, hence the saying, one may know how to conquer without being able to do it. Point 5, security against defeat implies defensive tactics. Ability to defeat the enemy means taking the offensive. Point 6, standing on the defensive indicates insufficient strength, attacking a superabundance of strength. Point 7, the general who is skilled in defense hides in the most secret recesses of the earth. He who is skilled in attack flashes forth from the topmost heights of heaven. Thus, on the one hand, we have the ability to protect ourselves on the offer of victory that is complete. So I'm going to pause there and pick up about that area next time. Thanks for joining. Like, share, subscribe. Click the bell button to be notified of future videos. If you have a positive cause or endeavor and channel, let me know. I'll do the same for you as well. Please spread the word. Like, share, subscribe. Remember, think right, reflect right, love right, do right, be right. Remember, you can also follow me look for my videos on the timeline or through my profile page, IBMOR Solutions to Decrease Racism, at capital H, Henry or Hank Soul Conscious on Facebook.com or on Tumblr.com at www.tumblr.com, TUMBLR.com. Profile soul names lowercase s soul conscious 4400, and you go into the archive section, and when you click into there, we'll bring up the archives of all or most of my videos, as well as the videos of others as well. Peace and blessings. Until next time, I'll catch you on the fly. Thank you so much for joining me. All the best in life, and you can always come to this station anytime to seek truth, light, wisdom, positivity, because positivity is what's here and it's written all over our faces. Peace, 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 peace.